The grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you. But
this is a DJ ski.
Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you. But you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you. Say you're still confused. And it's your second time.
The grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Hey. Now let me ask y'all, where's the realness? Unauthentic, that's what comes to mind. You ain't about that street game, all of that is lies. You ain't about that business, man, who you faking for? Since you trying to stop me now, I'm really making noise now. Here I am trying to think of something creative to say, and y'all saturating microphones, ruin the airways, man. Some of y'all be killing me, into my life almost literally. Stop it, man, cause the fans are tired of all y'all trickery. Pick up the pen and see I'm writing from the heart. Hip-hop, where you been, it's slowly falling apart. Not enough rappers, but plenty of actors. You say you the best, I call you overreactors. Music is in me, so many envy. Passion is deep, you see the fire in my eyes. I just want a voice, man, I just want to be heard. Don't need to worry about if it's me writing these words. Let's go. You see the fire in my eyes. So if you want a journey, I'ma tell you if you really wanna go. Just wanna be heard. Open my life to share my story if you really wanna know. From this moment on, I'm moving up and not down. You know I. I'm in the building, spitting flames like I know how. Never going back down, it's my time to shine now. As long as I'm on the microphone, I'm fine. And who's really doper than me but I? Stay running your mouth, man, just keep slipping. Think you hotter than me now, better keep listening. Nothing gonna blur up my vision. Gotta sit down and write this speech, politician. This is what I'm wishing for hotter rhymes. Wishing you realize, wishing you stop the lies. When they garbage you spitting, really got me conflicted. Even the wrong perception, you walk around and depict it. It's about elevation, it's about healing nations. Don't you think that we all of God's greatest creation? This is the bottom line. Half of my brothers dying. Some of y'all need to wake up, talk about get your cake up. Hope that you hear me, my people, we losing focus. Tired of mothers crying, heartbroken and looking hopeless. Somebody tell me what the deal is. We only got one life, so let's live. You see the fire in my eyes. So if you want a journey, I'ma tell you if you really wanna go. Just wanna be heard. Open my life to share my story if you really wanna know. From this moment on, I'm moving up and not down. I can see the world through my daughter's eyes. It's the key to my motivation to keep writing these lines. It's my time now, I choose fame. Look back on everything, really went through some pain. Something before the blood up, my skills are stronger than ever. You can't stop me, cause my brain is lasting forever. It's my year, no fear, my team, my fears. Ain't nobody gonna make me lose my focus. Cause I know I've been put on this earth for a purpose. But I'm barely touching the surface. But I think it was all worth it. You see the fire in my eyes. So if you want a journey, I'ma tell you if you really wanna go. Just wanna be heard. Open my life to share my story if you really wanna know. From this moment on, I'm moving up and not down. You know I.
Than someone who's worried you'll tell people the truth. Nobody is more focused on trashing your name than someone who's worried you'll tell people the truth.
ACP, you see this?
If it ain't official Dana J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Oh, yeah. 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 The things that I see inside, oh, inside. The shoes that I feel, the scars that me grow, as solid as I am, I'll never fall. What you see in me, I seen in me. Long time ago, I never fall. I stood 10 toes. Oh, yeah. 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 The things that I see, the things that I had, I can feel the pain inside. Oh, inside. The shoes that I feel, the scars that me grow, as solid as I am, I'll never fall. What you see in me, I seen in me. Long time ago, I never fall. I stood 10 toes. The things that I see, the things that I had, I can feel the pain inside. Oh, inside. The shoes that I feel, the scars that me grow, as solid as I am, I'll never fall. What you see in me, I seen in me. Long time ago, I never fall. I stood 10 toes.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Oh, Phoenix. Let me be a drink. And I look over my shoulder, still looking at me. So I walk through the club, acting like I don't see him. You know, keeping it cool and shit. When I'm feeling wanna, it's like I'm itching for her man. A fool. We catch a break, 'cause two steps away. And it's all I need for me to make my move. For somewhere for somebody who it's automatic when it comes to where don't need direction, you know what to do. It's like we're together in another life. He's like the perfect fit, me and my body's gift. This is more than making love, I don't know what it is. Hottest ever, second ever. Just when I thought it couldn't get better. Said I know you've got a man, but I don't care. 'Cause you're looking at me, girl, like I don't care. And just so we don't be mad, we gotta stay 2 steps ahead. Take my number, call me, text me, whatever, I don't care. Never thought that I would ever reach the moon or get the chance to even touch the sky. But it don't seem fun at all because of you.
Oh boy, you take me there every time. It's like the perfect time. And my body's scared. This is more than make love. I don't know what it is. This ever second. Just when I thought it can get better.
Man, girl, like my mom, what comes home, let's me back from the bathroom. We gotta keep this between me and you. Ain't no back away, cause it's moving kind of fast. And if you help me, babe, and I'm a friend to you, I will be sexy under the fur. I just wanna be your secret lover. So chill with me tonight, baby girl, I'm leaving. You just hit me, and we'll be off in here next weekend. Believe me, I wanna hit. Believe me, baby, real rap. We sign up, gotta speak to stay. My number, phone, whatever. I don't care. It's a shame, but I'm playing the game. Dude is lame, or shorty know my name. Oh, and it's very easy to see. Shorty wanna be with me. See, while he's buying a drink, I'll be buying a me. She looking, she did forget, I gotta have like a monster. Right out of line, just can't. To the man, down to the whatever. No, let me go. Sweet. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's ride. Uh. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's here. What's going on, Dream Team? Y'all know where we at. The best team in the land is here. Yes, sir. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to come rock with me. I thank y'all for coming over here. I really do. I thank y'all for coming over here. I really, 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 really do. But we got to talk about some things. We got to talk about some things that people don't want to talk about. How y'all feeling out there? Well, let's get the legalities out the way. If you want to donate to this channel, at the bottom of the box or at the bottom of the chat, there's a box with a $sign in it. It's called the super chat. You can give anything you want. Nothing too big, nothing too small. And we got our goal up tonight. I'm looking for 10 super chats. Don't matter what it is. $2.99, $3.99, $5.99, $1,099, and whatever you want to do. All right. But I'm looking for 10 super chats. If you can do it, do it. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. It's not mandatory. The only thing that's mandatory is that you violate me by hitting that like button. Violate me by going and subscribing to the channel. Violate me by sharing me out and telling your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends to tell their aunts, their uncles, their daddy, their cousins to come join in on a Dana J Show, who is very consistent Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, and almost once in a blue moon on Sunday. If you want to
If you want to donate to me, which I always split with my channel, the Cash App is at the top. The Cash App is $official Dana J. $official Dana J. For some people to say, this setup look familiar. Well, sometimes when you talking about the basics, you got to take the people back to the basics. Shout out to Chris Tari for the $4.99 piece. Love you so much, bro. Also, don't forget that for all the new people, we welcome you to the Dana J Show, where we talk facts and entertainment. I, Dana J, am a one-stop media informational channel. Tap on in. And once again, welcome to the Dana J Show, a.k.a. the Dana J Experience. Shout out to Miss Darlene for the 5-piece. I thank you so much. So, with that being said, Chris Terry and Miss Darlene kicked it off. I need 8 more people to follow him. So, with that being said, I am going to be talking about, hold on, let me shut this phone up. I am going to be talking about some things that a lot of people have been begging me to talk about. I know my brother Shank Rockman covering it, but it is what it is. Shank Rockman doing his thing. Shout out to Shank Rock. Shout out to the ladies and gentlemen that's here and the dream team. Miss Lady T, thank you for being a member for 8 months. I must say this. Chris Terry is in the building. Please go like, share, subscribe, Chris Terry. And whenever he's doing something, tell your friend to support Chris Terry. Lexington with the 10-piece. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 10-piece. The king of art, but the king of music, and pay him damn money. Right. Please give Rob his money. Please give Rob his money. However, I got some things that I want to talk about. Cheryl Moore said, check out Justice for RK. Miss Cheryl Moore, I have to say you're a little late because me and Justice for RK, we talk a lot. We are very cool. We are very up to date to what's going on. I am pissed, and I'm going to leave it at that. I am pissed, and I'm going to say it again. I am pissed. I'm going to say it one more time. I am pissed to the max. And the reason why I'm pissed is because everybody jumps out there when it seemed conventional to jump out there and put their name in a hat for R. Kelly. But the folks that jump out there when it's not good to jump out there, when it's not conducive to jump out there, we jumps out there. And we make folks to understand what's going on. I don't play the radio with nobody. And I call a spade a spade. Sharon Winbush. I wish you was here, but I have to call the spade a spade. Some time ago, Sharon Winbush went after Jennifer Bonjean. And me and Sharon Winbush talked. Sharon Winbush said, I hate losers. Because Jennifer Bonjean lost. And I said, no, Jennifer Bonjean is one of the toughest ones that Rob ever had. And she said, no, because Bo Brindley doing his thing. And in the midst of that, she was pumping up and promoting Tom Fernella. Here come the bombshell. Tom Fernella is a fucking loser. He couldn't get his words together. He damn near shit on himself and passed out at the same time in New York. And the minor AUSAs had him shook. So in my opinion, Sharon Winbush should not have had or promoted Tom Fernella at all. However, Bo Brinley, how can you miss the most important thing that Rob been telling everybody to fight for? Now, I don't give a fuck about Friends. This is about Robert life. And when I seen that, I looked and purposely went live late. Everybody's quiet. This ain't the time to be quiet. This is not the time to be quiet. If you're going to be quiet, I'm going to say, and I'm going to think that you're part of the problem. If Sharon Winbush is not on her wall or going live beating down Bo Brinley for what he did not do, and Bo Brinley don't have half as many cases as Jennifer Bonjean had or still have, why are you missing important dates? Dates so important that Rob said, fight against the BOP. They set me up. They did this. They did that. But when you look at it, and you look at it real good, what you see is Robert Sylvester Keller, the plaintiff, versus the United States of America, Latasha Keeby, and Tawana F. Ingram. Judge Elaine E. Bucklow. Judgment in a civil case. This case is dismissed for plaintiff's failure to prosecute. I'm going to say it again. This case is now dismissed for plaintiff's failure to prosecute. You did all the jumping out there. You did all the promising. You carried stuff that folks took from my pages and gave it to you like it was their stuff. Just for you to come out and say, we fighting against the DOJ. And 2 weeks later, you miss to prosecute. I don't give a damn what nobody else have to say. I'm calling foul play. And for all the so-called friends out there, I'm going to call them out. For Keith and all of them, y'all need to be at Bo Brinley's office. What's going on? We supposed to be a conglomerate to get Robert out. What's going on? Why did you miss this date? Not how. Why did you miss this date? Jennifer Bonjean ain't win all of her stuff, but she ain't miss a date. And you can clearly see, the people that have a keen eye can clearly see it's a problem in R. Kelly's world. What's the problem? When R. Kelly can't talk, everybody goes silent, scared, and dark. Well, I'll be dag if that's what happens around here. And for some people that say, oh no, you don't need to be loud fighting for R. Kelly. Well, if you silent, what are you going to get? Silence is golden when you want to show people who they are. But when they showed you that they would do anything to destroy you, why can't you be loud? Silence is out the goddamn door. Who are you being silent for now? Where's the inner circle? Oh, I forgot. Don't none of them get along. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. They do get along. As long as the cash flow that Robert worked hard for is circumventing around the inner circle and Robert's in jail, they get along very well. Except for two of them that said, I have integrity. I cannot deal with the foolishness. I have speculations. Now, can't nobody else come forward and talk like this unless they know something. And I haven't seen nobody. I seen people clowning. I seen people talking. Well, let's go here. Get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Because I'm about to go somewhere. I had a conversation with my brother. And I said, Bo Brindley doing this thing. Bo Brindley is attacking where it need to be attacked. Jennifer is taking care of the civil. Bo is doing everything Chicago. Jennifer got everything else. What do you think about this power team, the four horsemen, that I'm thinking about that can only get Robert out? What do you think? He said, before you do New York, who's representing Robert in Chicago? I said, Bo Brindley. And I said it with my chest out. Bo Brindley is representing. My brother looked at me. He said, okay. And I said, you don't seem too enthused. He said, I'm not. I said, why? He said, who lawyer was Bo Brindley first? I said, Daryl McDavid. He said, that's why. I said, don't you do this to me. He said, yeah, that's why. So I have a golden fact that I'm going to put out there on record, and nobody else can talk about it but me. Some people going to get mad at me, but guess what? You ain't saying a goddamn thing, so sit down and watch me and shut the hell up. My speculation is Daryl is trying to get back in good graces with R. Kelly. Robert, if you help me, help you, I can make sure you get out. Robert said, okay. This is not a fact. This is the way I believe the conversation went. I'm not saying it went this way, but I believe it went this way. My son is now part of this firm with Bo Brindley. We need to work as a team. Who do you have as a lawyer, Robert? Well, I got Jennifer Bonjean. Jennifer Bonjean and Bo Brindley working side by side in Chicago. But then you start seeing snake stuff happen. I called it out when it first happened. You seen Bo Brindley enter as the lawyer. I said, uh-oh. They about to tear this mother up. And so I made a phone call. And they said, no, Dana. Bo Brindley doing it by himself. Whoa. Are you off the case? No, I'm not. I'm just letting Bo handle Chicago. So then you have people jumping on the internet trying to dog Jennifer Bonjean. Oh, your brief wasn't this. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. But are you a lawyer? What bar exam have you passed? Who have you helped get out? Well, in that case, you need to shh, because you don't know what you're talking about. I believe Jennifer Bonjean said, okay, I'm working hard, Robert, but you went bold to do it. I'm going to take a step back. I believe that was all a ploy to show Robert, you're once again, you have a great litigator, but it's ineffective counsel. Because an effective counsel ain't going to miss a date, an important date that's for you. Thank you so much, Laverne. Thank you for the 10-piece. She said, speak on it, Dana 100. And Laverne, but I have to. And I got to do it in a way that everybody can understand it. Because I can go a whole nother way. And people be sitting here like, what is going on? No, I don't want you doing that. What I want you to do is like, share, subscribe, and understand the way I'm breaking it down to you. Because we here for a while. It's only 8:40. I plan on being here for a while, showing you some things. But I'm walking you through this real quick. Because the title is The Body Double of R. Kelly. Let's talk Robert and facts. Jump in. We on one tonight. This is just the introduction. What I got for y'all is the bombshell, baby. Shank must be live. So the problem that I'm having is you can jump out, you can hold a press conference, you can do everything that you want to do, but you're missing important dates to R. Kelly. His whole fight was, let's fight the DOJ. Let's fight BOP Officer A. Let's fight Tasha K. So when Bo Brinley came out, he made a brief. And that briefing included Larry McGee, which all was facts, by the way. But as I now sit back and look at the factors, that brief didn't seem open. It seemed closed and focused on one thing: making noise. Now, Bo Brinley, what we want to see is you refile this thing. And when you refile it, stay up to date on the dates. I'm not worried about what no other channels are saying. We want you to stay up to date on the dates. Now, you used a lot of my content. I said nothing. Continue using it if you're going to try to bring him home. If this is about noise, leave my content alone. And I'm openly saying that, and I don't give a damn who don't like it. I have a right to speak my piece because I'm the only male that's out here fighting like I do for 5 years. Everybody else is falling by the wayside. Everybody else is teaming up with the ops. Everybody else think it's cool to be bros with the ops after the paperwork. Because at one point, I was cool with the ops. But it's cool when y'all do it. When I do it is a problem. So I'm saying fuck them all the way around the board. And the way I feel, I'm ABM, baby. You either going to get down or you going to lay down now. No time to take punches. No time to play around. This man's life is in danger. And when you got people who don't believe that he was threatened, but can sit there and say, R. Kelly's my brother, I got a problem with you. So with that being said, Bo Brinley, you have to make up for your fuck up. And I'm going to go on record. Because when I heard about it, I said, JFK, whoa, you sure it's true? Yeah. I went straight to the source. And you know what they said? This is a shame. This is sad. And when I say to the source, I'm talking about one of the officers that work at the federal court. I said, yo, have you heard about this? This is a shame. This is sad. I don't like stuff like that. So then I look up and I see Ms. Bonjean put this out here. And she said, FYI, at Bonjean Law Group, just became aware that Mr. Kelly's lawsuit against the BOP was dismissed. We are saddened by this development. However, we do not represent Mr. Kelly on this matter. We withdrew months ago. Please contact his attorney of record, Brinley Law, with questions, not Bonjean Law Group. When a lawyer talks like that, there's turmoil in the camp. Oh, there goes Shank. There's turmoil in the camp. There's something that don't need to be there. And the problem is this. If it don't fit, you must have quit. With that being said, whoever is not making it conducive, they gotta go. Robert, I don't care who they are. Friend, foe, children, baby mama. I don't give a damn. You fighting for your life. This is not a playground. These people are trying to keep you behind bars. And with so-called frenemies, you don't need no enemies. So the problem at hand is this. Do you believe in what you filed, Bo Brinley, to vindicate R. Kelly? That's the question. Do you believe in what you have filed that will vindicate R. Kelly? That's the question. See, I'm not the one. Oh, R. Kelly did this. Oh, he's gonna sit there. Oh, Bo Brilliant. God damn it, no. Do you believe that R. Kelly is a victim? Or do you believe that $200,000 is in your bank account every time you speak out? See how this goes? We've been through this before with R. Kelly, with the so-called friends. And let's destroy this real quick. Keith is not Robert's best friend. Keith is Bruce Kelly's best friend. Do I got to say it again? Robert took a liking to Keith because Robert is cool with Keith's brother, which is the youngest. Keith got brothers just like Robert got brothers, and they all in the same circle. Keith was cool with Bruce. Keith's brother under him was cool with Carrie, and Keith's brother was cool with Rob. That's how that go. Big Vibe, that's a great statement. It's crazy how Rob keep getting for the bad end of the stick. This is the time where Robert just got to say, you know what? I got to be selfish. I'm going all in about me. Because ain't nobody else in there doing time but you. And you doing time for other people's bullshit. Let's keep it facts. Because we learned in Diddy case that one man ain't no enterprise. We learned that. So if we learned that in Diddy's case, then guess what? What else have we learned in 5 years? That you have to be consistent in everything you do. And right now, I'm about to prove some facts. And the facts I'm about to prove is that if R. Kelly charges in New York can be vindicated and vacated just by destroying certain charges, then guess what? Robert should be free. Because in 2021, a federal jury, a federal grand jury, a federal grand jury, a federal grand jury, I'm going to say it again. In 2021, a federal grand jury elected Robert guilty. Let me get this out the way. They have elected Robert guilty. And I know some people will say, Dana, you can't say that. Oh, yeah, I could say that. I was there. Were you? They elected Robert guilty of 9 counts, including racketeering and violations of the Mann Act. The racketeering charge encompassed various criminal acts, including illegal sex with minors that wasn't proven. But because he had ineffective counsel, The government compiled it. Sexual exploitation of minors. Watch this. Who was the minors? Because if it was minors, the judge wouldn't have came out and said everybody was of age. Robbery. Who did R. Kelly bribe? Oh, wait. Because Duro worked for Rob, and because Demetrius Smith worked for Rob, and they said, with no evidence that Robert told us to do it, oh, then Robert get charged with it. Coercion. Who did Robert coerce? Not a damn soul. But we seen the government coerce everybody. And we seen it in the Diddy trial that you can't say somebody that's a willing participant has been coerced when they took their own money and flew to where you were at to surprise you. You might have flew them out one time or another, but wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's part of the Mann Act. But who was coerced to do anything? Forced labor. And you tried to say that Robert forced them to have sex, and that's a labor. So who got paid from willing participants to have sex? We seen it in Diddy case. Cassie got paid, but they also said that she wasn't a victim. So how is it that women that participated in nonstop freak-offs, they are not victims? That was of age but younger women. They were not victims. But you telling me younger women that chased this man, that wanted to be with this man around the clock, and because he wouldn't make them number one, they now are victims. The government need to get their shit together, because now you got a problem. And the problem is you giving Diddy one type of justice, you giving Robert another type, when wait a minute, they are the same charges. Diddy's was a little worse, but it was a slap on the wrist. And some people say, oh no, Diddy bought that. That's because Diddy had money. No, that's not what it is. And you want to know what it is? Robert was loyal to the wrong people. Hello. And the same people that Robert was loyal to that was taken from him are back. God give you a chance to redo things. So either you pass the test this time, Robert, or you're going to sit your life away. Daryl McDavid stole millions from you. Why would you trust it again? Make it make sense. Then it's the Mann Act violations. Sex trafficking across state lines. They have not proven the fact that Robert was sending people across state lines to have sex with them. You can't prove that. Now watch this. The charges stem from a pattern of behavior spanning decades, really, during which prosecutors argued R. Kelly used his fame and network to recruit and abuse women and underage girls and boys. Some specific instances included arranging for a minor to travel from Florida to California for illegal sexual activity in April 2015. Watch this. But didn't Jane mama tell her, oh, you better go ahead and do that? And Jane was not a minor at that time. But let's play the devil's advocate. What if she was 17 but in 2015? What if she was? Then why is your child alone with a grown man while he's traveling, and you are coercing, enticing, and soliciting your daughter to be the best that she can be around this grown man? Make it make sense. Then you said, knowing he had an incurable STD and failing to disclose it. Stop. If Robert had an incurable STD, that means that people like Faith Rodgers should have herpes. Uh-oh. That means that Faith Rodgers should have herpes. But what did Faith Mama say? That's the question. What did Faith Mama say? Not what YouTuber said. Let's listen to what Faith Mama said.
First breast job. Faith Rodgers paid for her first breast job.
There you go. There you go.
Okay? R. Kelly didn't buy Faith Rodgers' first car. Kelly and Charles Rodgers did.
He only bought
Okay?
the two girls'
You know what he
breasts.
tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. That's what he gave her.
Yes, he
That's
did.
That's what he gave her.
Yes, he did.
And no, and stop saying she got genital herpes. She does not. But it don't matter.
Right.
He exposed her. He
Right.
tried to give it to her.
Right.
He exposed her.
Right.
How do you try to give somebody genital herpes? That's my question. How do you try to give somebody genital herpes? It's either you have it or you don't. Just like the music industry. Either you have it or you don't. There's no, oh, he tried to sing. No, it's either you have it or you don't. He ain't tried to do it. He did it. And what did he do? Nothing. But what you run with? A story that said what? He tried to give me herpes. That's not what you said in court. What you said in court was, I contracted herpes from R. Kelly. He gave me herpes. Really? R. Kelly gave you herpes. But then your mama say you didn't have herpes. Somebody lying. Did you have herpes or did you not? That's what it boils down to. Did you have herpes or did you not? Because somebody with herpes, you're not going to be doing stuff like this.
I like them hot, the ones that don't tell me to stop. Eat thick, swallow the cum, and they know how to pop. I need a project, bitch, a hood rat, bitch. One that don't give a fuck and say she took that bitch. She don't get with it. She go Bible, then she know how to moan it with it. Open her lids and squeeze a nigga like she want me in it. Now turn around, I like them hot, the ones that don't tell me to stop. Eat thick, swallow the cum, and they know how to pop. I need a project, bitch, a hood rat, bitch. One that don't give a fuck and say she took that bitch. She don't get with it. She go Bible, then she know how to moan it with it. Open her lids and squeeze a nigga like she want me in it. Now turn around.
I have a question. The question that I have is, when did you have herpes? That's all I want to know. Is when Did you have herpes? Hold on. Ain't this you? Whoa. Did you take your outbreak medicine? Your father, a pastor. Did he agree to that? Hold on. Ain't this you, your sister, and Rob together happy? Hold on. Let's see what they say.
Faith Rodgers and her ex-best friend, Summer Bunny, aka Cardi B's husband Offset's ex-side chick. Okay, so Faith Rodgers and Summer Bunny are friends and have been since they were little children. They were friends up until recently. Just the other day on Instagram, both Faith Rodgers and Summer Bunny exposed each other regarding each other's past sexual relationship with R. Kelly and rapper Offset. Both women, Faith Rodgers and Summer Bunny, became known to the world for their sexual relationship with two very well-known musicians, R&B legend R. Kelly and rap sensation Offset. When it comes to Faith Rodgers' relationship with R. Kelly, Faith Rodgers, along with her lawyer Gloria Allred, she alleges that R. Kelly abused her, whereas her best friend Summer Bunny was sexually involved with Cardi B's husband, Offset, just as his side chick. Now, both girls, being best friends growing up together, being sexually involved with two very well-known celebrities, feeling like it looks like two friends got together and possibly plotted against these two celebrities. That Summer Bunny was living with Faith Rodgers and her mother, and they often refer to each other as sisters. But when Faith Rodgers came out and accused R. Kelly of infecting her with herpes, Summer Bunny and Faith Rodgers had to distance themselves from each other so that they won't be linked as two girls who look like they're setting up celebrities. These pictures of them together, along with other videos on Instagram, have been deleted. Just the other day, Summer Bunny posted on her Instagram just the other day, and she said, "These R. Kelly hoes be lying and want money." And some of these hoes' moms was dressing them up to go see them. Now, Summer Bunny didn't say anyone's name, but apparently Faith Rodgers feels that she was talking about her. So she went on her Instagram story and she went off.
That bitch blind. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got this shit on motherfucking video and audio. I just trying to hold that shit because my daughter's in a situation. I got this bitch saying it on goddamn tape, video and audio. You can see her goddamn face saying this shit.
I got a question. I'm going to put this to the side for a second. I'm going to minimize that. The reason why I'm going to do that is because Faith says she have herpes and decided not to take medicine. But Ann Donnelly rewarded her $450,000 for medicine to take for herpes. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. But let's listen.
I have not seen your medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
I'll say it again.
I have not seen your medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
Medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by. So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take.
But I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
So hold on. Y'all want me to believe that Robert have herpes. Y'all want me to believe that Robert have herpes. And Robert got to take this medicine. called Veltrax. When I know that Veltrax is for pus, and I know that Robert had surgery on his throat, and Robert was hard-headed, and instead of doing what the doctors told him to do, he went back in the studio and busted stitches on the inside of his throat, and he was prescribed Veltrax that he would take because the pus would come back every time he strained his throat. So, you mean to tell me this girl can take a goddamn story that Tim Savage and her mama told her to take and go in court and say this?
Went off.
That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got that shit on motherfucking video.
Was talking about her. So she went on her Instagram story and she went off.
That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got that shit on motherfucking video and audio. I just trying to hold that shit, but that bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours. That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got that shit on motherfucking video and audio. I just trying to hold that shit because my daughter's in a situation. I got that bitch saying it on goddamn tape, video and audio. You can see her goddamn face saying this shit.
So if that's the case, I have a question. Can a salad get rid of herpes? I got one better. Can a salad get rid of herpes? That's all I want to know. Can a salad get rid of herpes? Yee. I just got sent something, right? I'm going to have to do the math on this. And tomorrow for part 2, I'm going to do the math on this. Thank you for what you just sent me, bro. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But I want to know, can a salad cure herpes? Robert Keller, where you at? You've been mighty quiet. This is your conversation. Because you said that Robert have herpes because he take Veltrax. I just told you what it was for. But can a salad cure herpes? If that's the case, everybody that eat everybody that got herpes need to eat a bunch of salads. If a salad can cure herpes, everybody need to eat that have herpes a bunch of salad. So let's jump into this. This is where the government messed up. And the higher ups don't want to see this. But we want to see this in court. The defendant had many employees who worked for him in various capacities at different times, seeing to his professional and personal needs. These employees and associates included Demetrius Smith, the defendant's personal assistant and tour manager, Barry Hankinson, another manager, Daryl McDavid, an accountant and manager, Donnie Lyles, a musical director, Tom Arnold, a studio manager and road manager, and Diana Copeland, the defendant personal assistant of more than 15 years, and then executive assistant who told y'all that he didn't and she didn't see Robert do nothing wrong to nobody. But then the government say the defendant also hired runners, including Nicholas Williams and Anthony Navarro, Jermaine Maxey, nicknamed Bubba, was the defendant's close friend and a member of his entourage. Cynthia Olympian, aka Candy, handled security. Top Gun was one of the defendant's drivers. The defendant's numerous personal assistants, including Suzette Mayweather, her twin sister Alizette Mayweather, Diana Copeland, Bruce Kelly, George Kelly, Milton Brown, Cheryl Mack, and Van Pullen. These people and the defendant's other employees helped the defendant with all aspects of his life. Pause. That's all we need is that lower part right there. If they helped him with all aspects of his life, why is Robert the only one doing time? I'll sit back and shut the hell up and wait for this response. Why is Robert the only one doing time? Because if all of them help Robert with the aspect of his life, don't you think all of them need to be in jail? Oh, I'm sorry. Every last one of them got full immunity. Why are you giving full immunity for people to lie, steal, get the storage, and get other people to lie? Why? These are questions that I have. Why? If we ain't going to talk facts, let's not do it at all. The government knew that he didn't have adequate counsel to combat what was going on. And I'm walking this train a little slow because I want y'all to see exactly where I'm at. Because where I'm at is not a good place. And especially when I'm looking at a friend of mine being lynched for nothing. I said it, for nothing. This is not about no minors. This is about generational wealth. Bump and grind, 12 play. Oh, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Because my brother just sent me a whole breakdown, and I got to do the real math on that. They just gave us subpar math. No, I'm going to do the real math on it. And then I'm going to give you the true receipt. So with that being said, I'm about to walk down somebody's street. They say Lizette. Oh, she a victim. Lizette is a victim. Believe all victims. I told y'all I'm destroying all of it tonight. Lizette, you're a victim, right? So Robert is on Twitter, I mean. You jump in, remind you, this February 2018. You jump in, because Robert put Saturdays, and you know what that means. He having fun. You put Survivor Speaks Roberto. Many people going to say, that's just, she just, just doing that, right? Yeah, well, you don't really play around with it because you still following this man and you trying to get his attention. But if you're a victim of abuse, allegedly, of this man, why do you want his attention? What did he do that you will want his attention? Why do you need to garner his attention? I'm just trying to figure some things out. I'm just trying to figure some things out. Now, as of late, we've been talking about Lisa Van Allen. Some people said it was R. Kelly in the Colorado room. It was R. Kelly, and it was Rashona on that tape. Was it? Was it really Rashona on that tape? I told people that it wasn't Rashona. They told me, yes, it was. I said Damon Prior was Robert Kelly body double. They told me no, it wasn't. No, he was not. Well, now I'm about to introduce you to trouble. I'm about to introduce you to trouble. Because now I'm about to make you put your money where your mouth at. This is Lisa Van Allen, the young lady that was in the Colorado room with Damon Prior filming. Take real close look at the face. The lady that Robert was messing with was an older woman by the name of Adelina Prado. Now, you got to put them side by side. They was posing as cousins. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They was posing as cousins. Can't you see the resemblance? They do pose like a little lookalike a little bit. You can pose them as cousins. With that being said, Lisa Van Allen had relationships with a man by the name of Damon Prior. Even had a baby by Damon Prior, who was R. Kelly's body double. So now when you see certain pictures and you think about that infamous P tape, you got to ask yourself, was it really R. Kelly? Was it really Robert Sylvester Kelly? Well, let's walk down the street. Let's walk down the street that many are scared to walk down. Let's walk down the street. These are the images that Michael Avenatti and everybody use. Uh-oh. These are the images that Michael Avenatti. Hold on. These are the images that Michael Avenatti and everybody else use. Right? Michael Avenatti even said, "You are a effing moron. Setting up the Golden Goose was the easiest thing to do. You have no idea my level of involvement. He's seen and treated as pedophile. Kim Fox will win office again due to the takedown of the predator. Go F yourself." Right? These are the scenes. This scene. Is this Robert Kelly right here? Some people say, yeah, that's Robert. Is this Robert right here? Yeah, that's Robert. Is this Robert right here? Yeah, that's Robert. You sure about that? I'm positive, Dana. You don't know what you're talking about. That's Robert. Bingo. I told you I got it straight from the man himself. I told you I got it straight from the man himself. I told you I got it straight from the man himself. That's Damon Prior, not Robert Kelly. That's Damon Prior, not Robert Kelly. And that's how this little lady Where's she at? Where's she at? Hold on. That's how this little lady was conceived. Because she looked like both of her parents. That's how this lady was conceived. This lady right here. She looked like Lisa and she looked like Damon in a split image. But you know they say the apple don't fall far from the tree. With that being said, she's just like her mama. She's selling it on Twitter. She's selling it on Twitter, just like her mama. So with that being said, Dana, you, I know for sure that was Rashona. Well, during the time that it was supposed to be, here's a side-by-side of both of them. Now, do you think that could have been Rashona on the tape? Do you think, what up, TT? Do you think that could have been Rashona on the tape? Do you think that could have been Rashona on the tape? No. But what they did do is they took Adelina Prado. Where's that? They took Adelina Prado face and was trying to put Rashona face on top of it. I told y'all, I got it all. You clearly see in the darkroom images that there's another face on top of that. You clearly see that. Take the darkroom x-ray off. Boom. Let's move this to the side. See, because when Investigator Dana's on the job, you know, certain things you just got to move to the side. Move to the side. Move to the side. You got to move that to the side for a second. Now ask yourself this question. Is that Rashona? Ask yourself this question. Is that Rashona Landfill? Or is that Adelina Prado? Is that Rashona Landfair or is that Adelina Prado? I'll make it even fair for you. For some people that say, now Dana, that's a stretch. You going too far. That's a real stretch. You know that's Rashona. Let's go there. Let's go there. Like I say, I'm willing to go as far as they would go. And when people can show me how far they're willing to go, I'll show you how far I'm willing to go. But nobody else is putting these pictures up and showing you these pictures. I wonder why. Either they don't have them or either they don't understand. Now, you got a front and back picture of Adelina Prado. Now, You going to say that's not Adelina Prado? You going to say that's not Adelina? That is not Rashona. That's definitely Prado. But wait a minute. Don't pay me no mind. Dana, you going crazy. Dana, you saying this, you saying that. How you going to say that's Adelina Prado? Okay. Let's go. Thing is, most of them never took the stand. Van Allen's ex-boyfriend, Damon Prior, the defense's surprise witness, who may or may not have talked to Van Allen about a Chuck and Keith planning to set R. Kelly up. Her friend, Adelina Prado, who may or may not have participated in threesomes with her and Kelly, and who may or may not have fielded a call from Van Allen. Why would a lawyer say may or may not have had threesomes with R. Kelly? And what the government did is they made it a good aspect throughout the years to make Rashona feel like the tape that Lisa Van Allen had was her tape. The tape with Rashona of age, Drea Lee, and Robert Kelly. But then we got to go and talk about the liar. Lisa Van Allen was born 6/11/1980. Met R. Kelly in 1998 on set of Home Alone video shoot in ATL. June 1998 and released August 1998. She just got out of high school, so she was 18 years old when she met Rob, not 17 or 16, as she say. Waited over a month to call him, went to Chicago, fall of 1998. She was an adult. Breakfast Club, Red Table Talk, Vlad TV, Dr. Oz interviews, contradictions in her stories. She's a compulsive what? Liar. If you think I'm lying, here's her arrest record. Her birth date was what? 6/1980. Her birth date is what? 6/11/1980. So 1980, which is June, 6/11, which is June, and you met Robert June 1998, you're 18. So my question is, all the people that let her lie, except for Dr. Oz, because he wasn't buying it, why y'all not going back to y'all platforms and apologizing to Robert for all the lies that y'all told? Now, wait a minute. The next lie. Lisa Van Allen was a victim. Okay, wait. And before we go there, let's talk about Adelina Prado. Right? This is what Adelina said. Trial set for August the 11th. I testified first this case last year, and here we are again. Public announcements. I want everyone to know that I am not a victim. I showed up to that man as a witness and a naughty little girl that he adored. As much as I would like to forget most of the memories with R. Kelly and with what officials call abuse, listen, and with what officials call abuse, he is a strong influence in my sound and taught me lots for nearly a decade. I can never forget him. I can never forget him because he's always surfacing. But at the end of the day, I am the girl that never spoke. So I get my chance now. And more than likely, I will do it to an R beat. R. Kelly is the soundtrack of my life. Not agreeing with his choices, but he's the king, period. Prima, I'm going to fight you. But it wasn't her, right? Adelina Prado J-Rock was 20 at the time the tape was made. I'm just saying. On top of that, Lisa Van Allen, why are you selling yourself on Amazon for $6,000? Or $600,000, I'm sorry. For $600,000. Why would you do that, Lisa? You're better than that. So with that being said, Lisa, remember this? I'm quite sure you thought this was coming in court, but some folks didn't want to play it. But this is the bombshell for Lisa Van Allen. Let's go.
Yul Brown. He's the ex-fiance of Lisa Van Allen, one of R. Kelly's accusers who stars in the docuseries.
Lisa is my son's mother. We met 2007, right before the R. Kelly trial.
And Yul Brown was right by Lisa Van Allen's side at R. Kelly's child pornography trial. Why were you subpoenaed?
Because I had a lot to do with it. I had a lot to do with the whole situation.
In what capacity?
Well, like I said, I really don't want to go into the capacity of it because I don't really care if people think I sold it or she sold it.
He's talking about one of the many sex tapes R. Kelly is alleged to have made with underage girls.
He would never ask me if it was okay to be filmed, but he never hit the camera or anything like that.
In the docuseries, Van Allen says R. Kelly recorded her and another 14-year-old girl.
Now, if R. Kelly recorded you and another 14-year-old girl, why aren't you in jail, Lisa Van Allen? Isn't that extortion? Isn't that child pornography? Isn't that coercion of a minor? Let's play it again. Let's go.
Yul Brown. He's the ex-fiance of Lisa Van Allen, one of R. Kelly's accusers who stars in the docuseries.
Lisa is my son's mother. We met 2007, right before the R. Kelly trial.
And Yul Brown was right by Lisa Van Allen's side at R. Kelly's child pornography trial.
Why were you subpoenaed?
Because I had a lot to do with it. I had a lot to do with the whole situation.
In what capacity?
Well, like I said, I really don't want to go into the capacity of it because I don't really care if people think I sold it or she sold it.
He's talking about one of the many sex tapes R. Kelly is alleged to have made with underage girls.
He would never ask me if it was okay to be filmed, but he never hit the camera or anything like that.
In the docuseries, Van Allen says R. Kelly recorded her and another 14-year-old girl.
So they took Lisa Van Allen's word to prosecute an innocent man. Now, I'm going to say this. This is Rashona, right? Watch this. This way is going to get funny, Ed. This is Rashona, right? And some people are going to say, I told you it was her on the tape. Okay. You said it was her on the tape, right? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. I don't know what I just did. Ooh. What in the world? Hold on. I don't know what I just did. Lord have mercy. But don't worry about it. I got something for you. I got it all right here. Bang. 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 There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to bring this in. And I'm going to bring this over. Now, here's the question. Is that Rashona? This put an end to all of the lies, all of the drama, and everything else. Is that Rashona? And we're going to go down the slides. Is that Rashona? Rashona forehead ain't that big. Watch this. Is that Rashona? Rashona mouth ain't that long and wide. Let's go to the dark room. Is that Rashona? No. But the reason why they picked Rashona to try to put her over Adelina Prado face is because they didn't think they would run into somebody like me that studies darkroom photos. I do it for a living. Make it make sense. And to close the chapter of it, for people saying, well, Damon Prior and Robert, they don't even look alike. So how can he be Robert's body double? The same picture I got on my background. Right there. And you going to tell me they don't match up? And you going to tell me they don't match up? Hit that like button, y'all. And you going to tell me they don't match up? If that's the case, then how did Lisa become pregnant with Damon Prior's baby out of the Colorado room when Rob wasn't home? Now you can make that make sense. So like I said, I have it all, but I'm not yet finished. Sparkle, we want to kill your narrative real quick. Attorney William Buddy Myers testified. He would say that the alleged victim's relatives contacted him about representation and that he was never in possession of the video. Myers' testimony would impeach Stephanie Sparkle Edwards, the alleged victim's aunt. Edwards testified that Myers contacted her. So when they all lying, how can you believe any of them? Hey, Charlene. When they all lying, how can you believe any of them? So when you see Javante Cunningham talk about R. Kelly essayed me and did this on the last surviving R. Kelly, and when I come out and call her a liar and people get mad, you can't say she a liar. Okay, watch this. Everything Javante Cunningham said was Sparkle's story. Sparkle can't say it because Sparkle is of age. Well, Dana, you don't got no proof that Javante Cunningham and Sparkle knew each other. Man, you don't know who the hell you playing with. I got one question to ask. How long have they known each other? How long have they known each other? For me to be able to put up a before and after, how long have these heifers known each other? That's all I want to know. How long have Lion Ass and Lion Dumbass known each other? But see, y'all don't want to talk truth. Only thing y'all want to do is run with the same lie. Oh, R. Kelly did it. No, y'all need to go find y'all abusers. That's the problem. You need to go find your abusers. Because y'all trying to put all of y'all problems on Robert Kelly when guess what? He didn't abuse y'all. Y'all abuser did. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the Savages world. Remember this, Tim?
So R. Kelly made you have sex with another girl? Let me call this.
Who are you? What do you want? I'll curse his ass out.
He made you have sex with another girl?
He did not make me have sex with
you
another
wanted to
girl.
have sex with her?
No, I didn't. Oh my God. You didn't want to have sex. Who is April?
Who is April?
Who is April?
Who is April?
This is getting old. Who is April? Why do we keep talking about R. Kelly?
R. Kelly made you have sex with another
No,
girl?
nobody made me have sex with nobody.
So how did it happen? Did you want to have sex with her?
Oh my God. Did you want to have sex with the girl? No, it was just at the moment. Nobody was forcing because R. Kelly made you have sex with.
And you wonder why she don't want to come home, Tim. Like I said, we all know some things have happened. Now, Geronda, let's walk into your world. Let's check out Geronda. I ain't leaving no stones unturned. They all gonna get smacked today.
When I went to Rob's house, I always felt like the chosen one, but then after being there for a while, I started seeing other girls around the house.
Hey, brothers, are we starting to see a theme here? The quote-unquote relationships always start to go downhill, not because of the treatment, but it's because the female starts to realize that they're not the only one. That's truly what upsets them, is the envy.
House. I'm in this room, I'm sitting on the bed, and I'm just waiting for Rob to give the next order, pretty much. When he opened the door, he walked in, and he saw me on my phone, and that's when he explained that I can't be on my cell phone. That started the rules. I had to give him an update about everything, like, if I was about to brush my teeth, I had to let Rob know. If I wanted to take a shower, he had to know. And then when guys came around, I had to put my head down or I had to turn and face a wall.
Well, once again, once he gave you those rules and you maintained the rapport, the relationship that you had, that meant that you tacitly agreed to the rules. And I have no problem with R. Kelly making sure that in a mansion that he owns, that he knows exactly what people are doing in his house. You have no idea why people are in your house. They could be in your house to do you well. They could be in your house to do you harm. When you're a celebrity, strange people going into your damn bathroom, you have no idea what they're doing. They could be planting drugs. They could be planting a gun in your bathroom, trying to set you up.
When you disobey him or you question him, that's considered breaking the rules.
So take your ass home.
I didn't see my friend Dominique in the house, but I knew Dominique was there because me and her used to always try to meet up in the house, and it never worked out.
That's the exact reason why R. Kelly established the protocols that he established regarding any female in his home having to ask him permission to use the bathroom or move around, because he knew that if he did not do that, mischief was going to ensue.
Rob always kept us separated. I would be isolated. I felt like a...
Well, like I said, shout out to Senator Sane. Man, bro need to pop back up on the scene. Shout out to Senator Sane. But like I said, at the end of the day, You don't got to worry about Dana. Dana got it all. The question is, what is it that Dana is not showing? What is it that Dana is not showing? Because at the end of the day, Geronda put a whole lie out there, right? And when Geronda put the lie out there, the parents responded. And this what was said.
Post some of the things they do without thinking what they do. And some things that people do is more harmful than it is a solution. All for a few views and a few likes. If you want to make a post, make the post. If you're talking to the other set of family, please make the post for them. You know, all help is help. But please leave my daughter off your post. My daughter is not committing suicide. My daughter, the suicide pact, everybody asks about where that came from. You know, ask about where a whole lot of this shit, this stuff come from. And it wasn't supposed to be put out there to play with because somebody
y'all missing the
about
point.
Where a whole lot of this shit, the suicide pact, everybody asks about where that came from. You know, ask about where a whole lot of this shit, this stuff come from. And it wasn't supposed to be put out there to play with because somebody want likes or anything. My daughter suffered from a depression from a situation similar. So I don't need nobody spread negative energy saying, oh, this.
Well, like I said, Dana got it all. Dana got it all. And can I keep going? I can keep going. I really can keep going. But if I keep going, then guess what? You won't have nothing for the next day. You won't have nothing for the next day after that. You won't have nothing for the next day after that. So when you got people that'll sit up there and lie for no reason, just to get somebody jammed up, you got to ask yourself, what's next? You got to ask yourself, who's next? You got to ask yourself, what are people doing next? And you definitely got to ask yourself, what's next? And when people understand what's really going on, they're going to sit back and say, I didn't know it was like this. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I just wanted to help. I wanted to do this. And you see how people's stories are conflicting and twisting and this and that. Ain't none of that going on. Because people going to believe whatever they want to believe anyway. The question is, why are you believing the lie? That's the question. Why are you believing the lie? With that being said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important, please. Under all circumstances, be yourself. I thank you for joining me. And until next time, Dana J is telling everybody, be careful, be great, and be honest in everything you do. And don't forget that Dana J season. Check it out.
Dana J hood season, man. I'm talking about that white dirt for all your vegetables and potatoes and anything from the garden, salads and everything. They got that Cajun. Oh my goodness, they got that ooh child. Don't forget that seafood. Last but not least, he got this thing called Tropical. Go to Dana J Spices at yahoo.com.
And I'm going to say this. I want to thank everybody that donated. I want to thank everybody that had the will to donate but couldn't. You are still appreciated. Donating is not mandatory, but hitting that like button is definitely mandatory. Until next time, understand this, y'all. Stop trying to rebuild bonds you didn't break. F them people. And understand that a lot of them people are broken. And their mother, their daddy, and their grandmama ain't that about them.
To me, I'm still hoping.
Let every move be a bitch. Enough of the speculations and the rumors. I'm finna lay at the wrist. I ain't never been extorted, and I ain't never been a.
I'm still holding secrets of people that betrayed me. No, they don't deserve my loyalty. But I always keep my word. Don't preach loyalty to me. I'm still holding secrets of people that betrayed me. No, they don't deserve my loyalty. But I always keep my word.
Let every move be a bitch. Enough of the speculations and the rumors. I'm finna lay at the wrist. I ain't never been extorted, and I ain't never been a pussy. They thought I was Patrick Mahomes. I passed them niggas without even looking. My crib on 5 acres, Super Bowl ring like a noun later. Pop a tab, I'ma have a skyscraper. Make her come on a dick like a vibrator. At this point, ain't no competition. Something wrong with their comprehension. What goes around come back around. I can't fuck with groupie bitches. I'm too superstitious. Real nigga dilemma. These little niggas need parental. I was in back of the line too long. I walked to the front and skipped them. I don't ask for permission, nigga. If I want it, I'm coming to get it, nigga. Make them stand down like a midget, nigga. If you want to get rich, you should listen, nigga. I came home and charged 25 a show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, diamond in the dirt. Now I'm up under a scope. Now they can see all my clarity. Made a couple good investments. Bought 1,000 pounds, made it disappear. Made 3.9 million fresh out to sell less than a year. Yeah.
And remember one thing, and one thing only. This is the end. But watch out for the people who's always trying to get some views off of your name. Watch out for the people who follow you, the people who they don't even know, and try to create arguments in other people's chats with you. That's just the planet that we live in. And don't feed them gremlins after dark. Good night. Good night, y'all. All right, Chardonnay. I'm expecting to see you tomorrow.
Segregation. Peacemaking.
Speak, Rob. What?
Underrated. And rights taken.
Woo.
Crimes increasing. What is the meaning? Stolen futures. And why these kids not dreaming? What in the world?
Good night, Miss Darlene. Good night, everybody. Chris Tyre, you already know. Y'all know how we doing it.
What in the world are we doing to this planet? Planet. What about the panic?